Hi, everyone, and welcome to Hex and Harmony, episode 27. Tonight, the moon is dark in Pisces, the sky is quiet, and the tide is low. It's one of those lunar moments that invites reflection more than action, paying attention to what's subtle and hidden, what works quietly beneath the surface. Pisces energy is creative. It helps reveal what's hidden and helps us to find the hidden truths within ourselves. It's not flashy. It's not dramatic. And that feels like the perfect backdrop for today's topic, hidden protection. Because here's something I've noticed. Modern spirituality tends to chase peak experiences, the big rituals, the intense breakthroughs, the dramatic shadow work. We love the moment when the veil thins and everything feels electric. But stability, safety, resilience, those things are built in repetition. They're built in the small, almost boring things we do consistently, the boundaries we hold, the room we cleanse regularly instead of urgently, the prayer whispered under our breath before walking into a hard conversation, the grounding breath before we open the laptop to get to work. So first, we're going to start simple. As always, I have my friends Bailey and Michelle here with me.
Hello.
And we need to start not with the big rituals and the emergency magic, just the ordinary everyday things. So let's talk about what that looks like for each of us. And I have questions.
Good, because we won't start talking without that.
You can talk anytime, even without a question.
Woman, I'm going to sit here and be like,
My first question is, do you have a daily protective practice?
I do. I've got several.
Okay, let's hear about it.
Depends on what I'm doing. But I always make sure I surround myself with a sphere, a protective sphere when I leave my residence.
So is that just like energy, or do you use any kind of physical objects and stuff like that?
No, it's just energy. So I just envision a sphere. If I'm doing something that may be around people who are, or places that are more energetically volatile, I might add a color to it, but for the most part, I just do a sphere.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what I'm hearing from you is that it's preventative. I mean, you do it automatically when you leave your house, but if you know that you're going into somewhere that might need a little bit of extra oomph, you color it, or you strengthen it even more, or
Yes.
something like that.
Yep. Colors. Yep. And that changes depending on how volatile the situation is.
Right. And what you feel like you need to protect. Right. Because there are just so many energy vampires out there and emotional vampires that will just suck the life right out of you.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I find is, I have these questions for later on, but it just feels like you have to protect yourself all the time, just from those things that you don't, especially in today's world, you never know.
So I'm loosey goosey, which y'all already know that. Should I have a daily practice? Absolutely. And I hate to say should, and I'm trying to eradicate saying I should do something, but I really should do this, but I don't. And the reason I don't is because I don't think about it, because I just am so busy or whatever. I don't know. I just don't think about it until I'm in a situation or whatever. When I do think about it and I do something, it's similar to what Bailey was just saying. So there's that. But no, I don't do it on a daily basis. I don't do it on an even semi-regular basis. I just do it when I think about it, which is usually when I'm like missing something and I'm like, I should be protected right now. Would it be better to do it before I get it? Absolutely. But do I think about it and do it? No. So, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm super spiritual and witchy when I'm more loosey goosey, and y'all know that anyway, so I'm not even gonna lie.
Yes. And I mean, that was going to be my next question, without being, I don't want to sound condescending and all that kind of stuff, but do you think that your day would go better if you did do that first thing in the morning?
Absolutely.
And erect some kind of shield.
Absolutely. I've never thought about it, but just listening to the original question, I'm like, well, that right there answers my questions about why everything's so effed up right now in my life. Well, there you go. There you go.
I mean, maybe you would feel less emptied out by the end of the day, less stressed and less just exhausted if you took a few minutes in the morning to erect your little shield and stop those people from getting to you.
I should put a sign on my door that I see as I'm about to walk out, so that I'm reminded as I walk out my door to do it, because otherwise I won't think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
even tomorrow morning, I could sit here right now and say I'm going to do that tomorrow morning, and I would not do it because I would not think about it in the morning.
You have to link it to something, like link it to your keys, so that when you pick up your keys to walk out the door, your car keys, or when you take them out of your purse to put them in the car ignition or whatever, that it sparks, the reminder for you.
No, it doesn't going to spark the reminder for me unless I literally have a sign that says, hey, stupid, do this.
Okay.
So that's what I need to do, is make a sign. So I think I'm going to do that when we get done here.
Yes. And I mean, there are other things you can do. Other than just, erecting this, psychic, energetic shield around you, there are other things you can do. I mean, you can get a special charm for your necklace, or, a little sprig of some kind of protective herb to carry with you or whatever, to help either protect you, or what's the word I want? To deflect, reflect all of the negativity away from you. Just deflect it like a shield, basically. And then you don't even have to think about it every day, as long as you take the time to charge this charm, amulet, whatever. Then it'll just keep working for you, even if you forget to do it in the morning.
As long as you remember to grab your charm.
Right.
You got to keep it around your neck, Michelle.
I used to do that, and then I took it off to take a shower, and I forgot to put it on, and now I got to figure out where I put it.
Keep it around your neck, keep it in your purse, do whatever.
Yeah. I just forget things. I'm very forgetful. Can you tell?
I can tell. So, this is kind of spiritual, I guess, of a question is, do you believe that the protection is something that's coming from yourself, or do you believe it's coming from somewhere else, like either a deity or an ancestor or the land?
Both.
Yeah, I think it can come from all of those places.
All of the above.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that I depend on personal power more, and I like lean into personal power first. And so I'm kind of like Michelle in that I have to remind myself that it can come from other places. Like, the land we live on, y'all know I have, this big, huge family acreage, and I have to remember to lean on that more, because it does protect us.
Right.
So I don't want to invite trouble, but like, we've never had anybody break into anything on our land, or any horrible bad accidents happen on our land. And I think it does protect us a little bit. I mean, it's been in our family for hundreds and hundreds of years. Since however long ago. I want to say since the Native Americans had their camp here, but that's not true. I don't know.
It might be.
I mean, it might be. I don't know where they actually originally, who they bought the land from, because it was so long ago. There are no paper records. So, let's see what else.
That's so cool, though, that you have that ancestral land connection.
It really is. What's sad about it, though, I mean, this is a whole other conversation. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to it when I'm gone. I don't have any kids. My brother doesn't have any kids. So, it's going to die with us probably. But, I have cousins and they have kids. So, cousins. Yeah, I have cousins and they have kids. So eventually they'll have all of it. But for now, a little corner of it is mine.
There you go.
So we've kind of covered how do you protect your energy at work or in public spaces. But what are some other ways that you could protect your energy other than the energetic shield, or an amulet, or carrying around some obsidian or whatever in your pocket?
Well, as a Jewish woman, I have a amulet on my door. We have the mezuzah on our door, which is the little box with scripture inside of it that it says in the Bible to put this on the doorposts of your house. And it kind of acts like a talisman / amulet. So there's that.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that is very cool, I think. I mean, like, there's some people who paint sigils on the door frames of their house, or
no different.
Yeah, and planting specific plants and stuff by the door, some protective plants that will ward off bad energy coming in through the doorway, things like that. I think when you're home is nice.
Burying crystals in the four corners of your property.
I did that.
If you don't own your property, or you are like in an apartment or a condo or something like that, where you can't actually go out and dig in the dirt and whatever, like having a potted plant right outside your front door and back door with the crystals buried in there does the same thing.
Yep, it works just as good.
You can use salt also. Salt
Yeah.
in the corners.
Salt and salt circles.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. So we've already kind of answered this question. Do you believe protection is necessary all the time or only situationally?
I would
Well,
say
I
most
think
of
it
the time.
should be all the time, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I fail at that.
I agree. I think I think you should have at least some kind of minimal protection going all the time. Because like I said before, there are, and some people don't do it intentionally. Some of them just, it's like automatic for them that they start draining your energy. It's like they look to you for the comfort, or they use you as the verbal punching bag, or they, just, it might not even be somebody who talks to you. They might just be somebody walking by, but they're literally a psychic vampire, and they just siphon your energy, and that's how they stay happy and energetic all the time, because they're just drawing other people's energies off of them. And some of those people don't even know they're doing it. It's just something innate in them. And I do think it's important that you have at least some little minimum shielding all the time.
Yeah.
And then there are situations when you know that you need to, just like Belit said, when she adds, more colors, which changes the frequency of the energy to your shield. There are times when you need more. And most of the time we know when that's going to be. If you're going into a situation where you're going to need heavier shielding. And it could be different for everybody, but you still personally, in your head, this is not going to be easy. This might not go well. I have to go in there and talk to my boss, who's a total rampant bitch. When you need to guard yourself or gird yourself,
Mm-hmm.
Yep, absolutely. Like, I know I need it tomorrow, so I am going to write that sign and put it on my door so I remember before I go to work tomorrow.
Write it down. Do you need me to send you a text message to remind you?
You going to be up at 6:30 in the morning?
I will set an alarm for 6:15 to tell me to send Michelle a text message to put her psychic shields up.
You do that, and I will appreciate it.
Shield yourself, for Christ's sake, so I can go back to sleep. Because at 6:30, I am not ready to face the world.
See, that's how I know you love me, if you would get up that early just to send me a text to tell me to do something like that. See, I love you too.
I totally would. I might even, if I'm awake enough, send you a little bit of energy to help you, but I can't promise because I might not be fully awake.
That's all right. I really am going to make a sign and put it on the door, so I should be good, even without a text. So don't feel like you have to get up in the morning. I should be fine.
Oh, let's see.
You know what? I should have my Alexa robot remind me in the morning when I'm up. That's what I should. I should use the virtual assistant that lives in my house. Tell me that.
Yeah.
And she will too if you ask her.
Yeah. At a specific time, she'll announce it, and it'll come to a notification on my phone. Actually, it won't come to the notification on my phone. Well, it will, but I won't see it till after 7 because I have my phone set to do not disturb. So, yeah, you better not text me anyway because I won't get it. So, just stay asleep.
Oh, I would be too pissed off if I got up at 6:30 in the morning and you had your phone turned off and didn't even get the message.
Yeah, don't bother that. I'm going to tell Alexa
Okay.
to remind me in the morning.
Yep.
Okay, let's do that. So, what is one thing our listeners could do this week that would genuinely increase their sense of safety? Because that, I mean, I'm not trying to go political, but there are so many things going on in the world right now. People, even if they don't consciously realize it, they are questioning their safety.
Oh, absolutely.
So, what is one tiny thing that our listeners could do this week that would genuinely increase their sense of safety?
Doing the protective stuff every day.
And just something small.
Yeah. And I mean, even if it's a prayer, I mean, even if you are, if you follow deity or, worship any deity, even a small prayer to that deity is better than nothing. You don't have to be complicated. You don't have to draw a pentacle and say say a big old incantation. You don't have to do anything. Even just one tiny prayer will help.
Yep. Just something small.
Doesn't need to be big and flashy.
So, all right. So as this dark moon in Pisces settles in, it's a good time to remember that not all protection is visible. Some of it is quiet. Some of it is habitual. Some of it is simply the relationships and the boundaries that we've built over time. And small things matter more than we think. So take a moment this week to notice the tiny protections already woven into your life and maybe add one more thing.
Even if that one more thing is just the first thing.
Yes, exactly. Even if that one more thing is the first thing. And even if it's tiny, tiny, small.
So don't feel bad if you don't do anything either, because I'm right there with you. So hashtag not perfect.
Hashtag nobody's perfect. Definitely.
Exactly.
Do you guys have anything else that you would like to share with our listeners this week? This month, actually?
You don't need tools to protect yourself. It can be mental work. It's like everything else in magic. It can be the visualization of the energy bubble around you. It can be a prayer. It can be an affirmation. You don't have to have things. So that's just my reminder constantly to people. You don't have to have tools. You don't have to invest a lot of money in things to make your practice real. You just have to want it and do it. It's
100%.
It's mental more than anything else.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of found things. So like if you're just walking around the street and you find something and it clicks in your head, oh, this would make a great amulet. This would make a great, charm. And I don't mean amulet to put on a necklace, but, just an icon of something, then it was probably meant for you. Found things have great, great power.
Yep.
You don't have to spend money.
I'm always looking for stuff.
I love found things.
That just makes me think hashtag free magic. I don't know why I'm saying hashtags so much.
That's That's a good one.
Fun. I'm in a much more upbeat, silly mood than the last time we recorded. So.
Okay, so hashtag thank you for joining us. For
Hashtag thank you for being here. Hashtag you're welcome.
Oh, thank you for joining us on this episode of Hex and Harmony, and hashtag we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.